Alright, so headed out in the Octor here.
Drive active.
Very nice planetary view here. We're gonna fly through the planet. What was that? What was that movie? Buckaroo Banzai or whatnot, where he'd go through the mountain? No. That's what we're about to do. Got the forge cleaned up.
Warp drive active.
Oh, we got a couple of suspects in here.
Warp drive active.
Surprised me, I guess. Planetary view, not quite as nice as the last one though. Frost zone, hello.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
One has this ship here. So the question's going to be, is it one that I go out and pick up? $88 million it's worth, 414 DPS. A little bit specialized. Probe scanner. It's core. It's missing the other of its drums. What it also doesn't have way to repair itself. Doubt that that's what that's in there for, though. Is this a speed fit? Yeah, 1293. It's a speed fit. I think I don't want to. I want to mess with that, tear it apart. I do some hauling yourself, but without an armed escort, how's it safe? Well, you see, I'm not getting attacked out here. I don't have an armed escort. I'm not going into space that's, I mean, I'm staying in safe zone. Well, not 100%. I use another ship when I'm going out of the safe zone.
Warp drive active.
Basically, yes, there's even risk in high sec, but you know, you don't carry too much in value. You have good fits that are appropriate. Like my freighters are brick tanked and not. I don't, you know, cargo expand them and stuff. You know, you learn through experience. Just don't carry anything overly valuable until you've got some experience. And expect that you will take losses from time to time. I haven't lost a ship in quite a while with this character, but doesn't mean it will never happen again, because I'm sure it will.
Warp drive active.
Sun. My guy needs sunglasses. Shadow of the planet. That's something new that they've added, is those shadows. Nice.
Warp drive active.
You're learning the ways of the Charon. You're super paranoid and line time kills your nerves. You should. In my opinion, the Obelisk is a better choice, because you can brick tank it and get a lot more EHP. So if you're less likely to be attacked in one,
requested. Docking
and
request accepted.
you are, then you have more EHP. So if you are attacked, you have less likelihood to die. Say haulers, in my opinion, are the only way to go, because they're so tanky.
Warp drive active.
With bulkhead 2s in your Charon, what kind of EHP do you have? Because you can get 598,000 out of the Obelisk. Bulkhead 2s in. And I'm a firm believer that, you know, firm believer in the higher tank and the being fully brick tanked. 350,000 EHP takes fewer ships to kill you in high sec than it does if you were 598,000 EHP, and that's without implants. You can get like 690,000 with implants. You have 1 bulkhead and 2 alignments. You should put in 3 bulkheads. You won't be carrying as much, but you're much harder to kill. And see, that's the thing, is that a lot of people, they're like, well, I need to fit more.
Active.
Well, you give up some of that EHP in order to do that, and so you accept more risk. There's a reason why I haven't been killed in a freighter in like 5 years. If you're willing to accept more risk, then, you know, it's fine. I just, these are just my rules for myself that I share with you. Take higher alignment time in favor of more HP? Absolutely. Absolutely. If they're going to attack you,
Warp drive
whether
active.
you are aligning at 30 seconds or you're aligning at, you know, like 50 seconds, they're still going to grab you. Either way. I did a lot of Fenrir runs and everything, but I died in those because they caught me anyway and they have lowest EHP, even though they have the fastest alignment. With implants and stuff, I was aligning as quick as 23 seconds, but they were still catching me. You can you know, have an alt webbing you and get off in less than 10 seconds. That's a lot more complicated.
Warp drive active.
$6.5 billion. They're paying 100 million. That's a nice one. 35 jumps. Oh, but it's 248,000 cubic meters, which means it has to go in a freighter. That's a bit for going in a freighter. That exceeds my threshold for stuff. But it pays appropriate. Here's 2 billion. 60,000. Pays 7.5 for 8 jumps. It's okay. Same thing. Same thing. There's multiple of those. Yeah, one person's got multiple runs. 2.5 billion, 8 jumps, paying 11 million. That doesn't pay high enough. I should be paying 20 million.
Warp drive active.
And here's 9 jumps, 3.5 billion, pays 15 million. And it's in a DST. Yeah, I suppose. The objective is to tank until Concord can respond. No, the objective is to be tanked higher than what they estimate your EHP is so that you survive the gank. There's no waiting for Concord. I mean, that's part of it, but really, you just want to tank as heavy as you can. And so like when I've been in my obelisk and they're figuring that they need to hit me for about 600,000 EHP, but I have my implants in and I have another 100,000 left, I still have half my haul when they're dead. So, you know, the bumping off grid doesn't happen these days. You can only be bumped for, what is it, you get to warp within 5 minutes anyway?
Warp drive active.
Yeah, they plan to one-shot your ship. It's 3 minutes, yeah. So, yeah, their plan is to one-shot you. They might get 2 shots off in, 0.5. They have it all calculated out. The trick is to be tanked higher than what they believe you are tanked at, because they will want to use the minimal amount of ships required to kill you.
Docking permission requested.
Because their ships are an expense, and so it's a money game. And then they want to get whatever you drop. They're probably not going to attack you if you're empty. Most of the time. I've seen it happen, but most of the time they won't attack you if you're empty.
Docking request accepted.
There's times a day when systems are not camped. Yeah?
Warp drive active.
And Xerox Platies, thank you for the follow. Wait, did I not pick that stuff up? Shit. Did I just undock again without picking the stuff up? I think I did. Alright, well, I am here to sell these. Go, sold. And now I gotta go back over to that other station because obviously I forgot to pick up my stuff.
Warp drive active.
$475,000 HP with 3 bulkheads. Yeah. So not able to see what's inside the courier contracts? Not unless you pick it up. If you pick it up, you can peek in the package. You cannot peek in the package before you pick it up, though. Oh, Shosendar.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
No, you can't peek before you pick it up. You have to accept it. Right, there we have it. So, last two stops, then I go pick up that bowhead.
Warp drive active.
Another one. 41,000, pays 11 million to go 8 jumps, 515 million collateral. That one's good pay. This one's good pay as well. 25 million for 650 million in value, 8 jumps. But it's quite a ways away. Oh no, it's 35 jump route. It's okay. I was reading that wrong. It's how many jumps away from me it is.
Warp drive active.
Alright. Just about done with the forge. Faction bulkheads worth investing in? No. And the reason is because their cost is, there's only like the ore, right? The cost goes way up. You have 750 million added value to your ship for going with the ore bulkheads. See if there's other types. You said faction and ore is pirate.
Warp drive active.
Syndicate, 153 million, 118. Alright, so the regular bulkheads, $300,000,
Warp drive active.
and they're 25% structure bonus, 11% cargo hit, 5% inertia modifier, which it means it takes you longer. And then these ones doesn't make any sense to use those. And the basic, the ore gives you 27%, and so does the syndicate. Gives you 27%. The ore ones, cargo capacity bonus is only -6%, or it's -11%, so you're not giving up as much cargo space with the ore ones, but they're 223 million each. And their inertia modifier is 1% less, so you'll get jumped a little bit quicker, 1%. The syndicate ones here, they also do 27% hit point bonus, and then they're -10%, which is just 1% better than the regulars, and inertia modifier 2%. It's interesting. So you get 2% more EHP, you get 1% more cargo capacity, but it's 3% less of a hit on the inertia modifier. So even at that, you want 3 of them, and that'd be 450 million added to the value of your ship. And by the way, you don't use bulkheads in jump freighters.
Warp drive active.
Because you should never be in a situation where you're going to get jumped. Jump freighters are all about economy and fuel and speed of alignment. If you're someplace where you're going to get jumped with your jump freighter, then you're in the wrong place. So I still don't think anything more than reinforced bulkhead 2s is the answer. There's other stuff, I mean, it'll get you a little bit more stats and stuff, but the cost is way higher, and the problem is the amount of value it makes your ship.
Warp drive active.
If you're in Jita and get jumped, you shouldn't be in Jita with your jump freighter. I don't believe that it's necessary to have jump freighters in Jita. I believe you freighter your stuff out of there and go meet at the high sec system that is right next to the low sec system that the freighter jumped into. And there are cases where you're taking something out of Jita that's worth like 20 billion or something like that. Well, then, you know, when you start getting up that high, a freighter's not the answer either, because it's just too high in value. So you do need to
Warp
You do
drive
need then
active.
to get your jump freighter in Vegeta. And so when you do that, a couple of things. One, you can have a Weber. Two, you could brick tank the jump freighter, and in that case, you take the best brick you can get. Because a jump freighter, you're already so expensive, it doesn't matter if you're adding another billion to your expense, because you're already so expensive. And then from there, you can have a Weber, you can have a Scout. A lot of times your Weber is your Scout. And you have a Sino lit
Warp drive active.
that can be jumped to while you are on your route. It is already lit, and so that way, if you see shit coming at you, you immediately jump. Don't light the Sino and then jump. You jump right away. Jump out of harm's way, try again later. Or get an armed escort? Well, what's an armed escort gonna do for you? They're gonna kill you in one shot. That's what their goal's gonna be. I don't think an armed escort matters. The only kind of escort that sometimes matters is having Logi. But even at that, they have to be really good and powerful, and you have to have a lot of them in order to counteract any attack. So, yeah. It's all about avoidance and survivability. It's not about, opposing force. ECM? Nah. ECM's not legit in high sec. And a jump freighter in low sec and in null sec never flies through a gate. They always jump to a Sino.
Docking permission requested.
Or to a beacon. And you always have eyes there and know what's around you when you jump.
Docking request accepted.
Yeah, it's all about avoidance and survivability. So the first thing is, don't put yourself in that situation. Second thing is, if you're in that situation, you figure out how you're surviving. All right. Here we go. Successful trip. Now just drop this off.
Warp drive active.
Yes, you can jump out of high sec. Yes. It's just a Sino can't be lit in high sec. It has to be lit in low or null. Yeah, and with a hostile system, you just keep a scout in there and you just watch for them to be gone, or for them to be too busy attacking somebody else. But usually for them to be gone. Sometimes when I get stuck at a gate and there's a lot of activity going on there, I wait to watch for them to attack somebody else, and then I go. And but in many cases, if you're carrying a lot and you all of a sudden see all those red flashies coming into the gate, they're there for you. They've already scanned your ship. They know how much value you've got. They're just waiting for you to appear. And what they will do is they will scram you, and then that scram will be the first one to die, but that's while the other ships fly in, and then they nail you.
Warp drive active.
Yep, lots of tornadoes. That would be the typical for bigger ships. Tornadoes for bigger ships, catalysts for smaller ones. How do you shoot? Yeah. One shot, 500,000 EHP and high? Yeah, tornadoes. There's some other high alpha ships as well. They put these big guns on them that have a cycle time of like 14 seconds. They only shoot once every 14 seconds or something like that. But their alpha is really high.
Warp drive active.
By the way, I'll actually carry higher value in like this Octor than I will in a freighter. Just because it's a lot more maneuverable, a lot quicker, and not really paid as much attention to, although I've had them shot before. So I had an Octor shot, and I had 13 billion worth of stuff on me. And they had scanned me. Actually, they knew I was coming because it was 2 contracts that I was carrying. And one of them, one or both of them, were bait contracts. So I didn't have that much on me, but they killed me, and then I wasn't able to deliver, and so gave up the collateral.
Drive active.
Like 13 billion. This right here, overheated, can do 200,000 DHP. There is one Amara one. I think I can get 250 out of it. I don't know where I have it at. Probably end up picking it up in, you know, all this stuff I'm doing, but I don't know where it's at. I think it gets a little bit more EHP than this when overheated.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Fitting a gun is optimistic. Oh, you mean like the gun that I have on this? The gun on this is to whore in on kill males. It's not to defend itself. It's not to kill others. All right. So, 2.2 billion worth of stuff. And then we are heading out to pick up this other ship. Now let's see if I can fit into this. I don't know if I can. This is one of the tornadoes that can do really high alpha. Yeah, this does 10,000 per shot. You can get higher than that. This is, I don't know what this fit is exactly, but you can get higher than that. Here's a weird one. Little echelon. No skins for this. There we go. Oh, take out the extra ammo? Well, I don't know what I was using it for. Fly this little ship. This one's pretty rare.
Warp drive active.
Why doesn't this turn out here? I'm in warp. I think it should.
Warp drive active.
Now it's turning. And then it stops. Weird. All right. This ship doesn't really have a use.
Warp drive active.
So, Nagy, on the question of what kind of implants, I don't remember whether it's amulet or crystal. I go for armor, shields, and then it's not only the set that I wear, but also some other implants
Active.
as well for warp speed and stuff. It's been a long time since I put together a another, pod that is specific at being very optimal at surviving a gank and speed and alignment. So it could be that there's been some changes since I put that one together, because that one could be that I have
Active.
could be 5 to 7 years old, something like that. It's maybe something I should look at again. But I don't like advertising too that, oh hey, I'm running around with 2.5, 3 billion in my head. Because then that makes killing me empty and then catching the pod a nice prize.
Warp drive active. Warp drive
This
active.
can't fit anything but this one analyzer. No other fit than that. It has some... What's its claim to fame here? Can fit this ancient data analyzer. YC-112. Yeah, this is to release data analyzers. Now you have to be able to scan the stuff down too to even find them. So it renders this ship pretty much useless. It's just a show ship. So I'm just flying it because I can. So I'm just going someplace where I'm not gonna have to take the ship apart. I'm going to put it inside the bowhead. There's a Fenrir. He's autopiloting. That's another thing. I will autopilot. Especially empty. People don't bother you. Except, I don't autopilot through Udema. I set my destination just before Udema, and then I pick up the autopilot just after Udema. So next week I have something on the schedule. Kind of a weird one called USC Counterforce. It reminds me a bit of Command and Conquer. It's an indie game, and right at the time on the schedule in the day is when the embargo is lifted. So I plan on showing that. Just have a little fun. It's not one that I'm involved with in any way, but just an interesting game.
Warp drive active.
There's one that only pays 1.9 million. It's 200 million collateral. It's 9 jumps. They needed to pay more. 1.5 million isn't enough to get me out of bed. Maybe 5 million and I connect it up with something else.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. So we're picking up my bowhead here. Wonder if there's anything in there. Nope. So ship maintenance bay. Put that in there. And then this only has 2,700 here. It's just gonna be no way I picked that up. 1,000 cubic meters. Let's see if what the market's like here. Station warehouse container. You know, this is one of the mission hub spots. Level 4 security missions. All right, there we go. We'll put it on the market and sell it. And grab these items, put them in here. And then we'll do a search for ship. Damn it, that has my jump freighter is in Udema. That's where it's parked at, I kid you not, in Udema. Category ship? Yeah. This thing will fly anywhere as well.
Warp drive active.
Perfectly fine with flying this thing around. It is 660,000 EHP. Has 2 bulkheads and then 1 damage control. 3.4 billion is the value on it. With this on, it's 707,000 EHP. Heated, it's 723,000. It's not worth heating it, in my opinion. It doesn't add enough to it. I have the Rose of Dawn. Yeah, let's clean this. Very rare. First pink skin in the game. So there is a giveaway today. It is a Octor skin.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I don't know what their value is, but anyway, it's a nice skin. Exclamation point giveaway to get in on that. Draw near the end of the show. This one also flies slow, but it can use a propulsion trick and get to warp in one cycle. We're going to pick up a couple battleships. And see how much room we have left over.
Warp drive active.
Let's see. Got any videos explaining the new to me skill system? Is it new to you because you're used to an old skill system?
Active.
I mean, really, to get to the old skill system, go to skill catalog and then all skills if you're used to the old way. That's all you do. Go to skill catalog and then all skills, and it'll show you everything. If you go into the skill plans and stuff, that's really meant for people who are brand new in the game, who don't really know what they're looking at, and just be like, okay, I have a goal, click this, it sets up the goal. So.
Warp drive active.
This thing will get to warp before it's fully turned. big system, long system, I guess. Or I'm just really slow. Maybe it's not that big. Maybe I'm just a really slow ship. I think that, you know, I got just a few more places around Jita to pick up from, and then I'll be like, okay, well, I'll take a hauling run out to Peck or to Amar or to Dodixie that pays well, and then pick up a bunch of stuff out there and bring it back. Probably gonna go something like that. Probably take a DST out there first and cluster stuff together to make it more efficient for a freighter, instead of a freighter going and picking up something that's, you know, just a couple cubic meters. Probably be more efficient in the long run. And then anything that has really high value, that's too high value for the freighter to take back, I take it back in the DST. Or if it's really, really high, then I just pay somebody else to haul it. So I'm Frost Zone, so it depends on the cycle time of the guns and the security. So I don't know what the response time is in 0.5, but tornadoes might be able to get a second volley off before they're concorded in 0.5, which makes it, instead of one-shotting, 40 tornadoes one-shotting, be 20 tornadoes two-shotting, which makes it a lot more economical for them. And they don't usually go after stuff that's brick tanked. They usually go after the stuff that's cargo expanded and everything, because they're much easier shots and they're carrying much more stuff. So you're just a lot less likely to get messed with if you're brick tanked. So if your cargo expanded out, like triple cargo expanded, then you know, they might be able to do it with 10 Talos or tornadoes. So shooting the resist hole as well, yeah. So, you know, they got all this shit figured out. And see, I don't know if you've played with scanners or not. Not only can they scan your cargo, they can scan your fit. What they can't scan is what's in your head, your implants. So that's one of the areas where you defeat them, is by having really good implants. As long as they don't know that. If they know that you have good implants in, then that's a problem. There's a Fenrir that is autopiloting. So if local jumps by 20, something to look for, believe me, you're gonna see them, you're gonna notice them. Because, and the local's not gonna jump, they're gonna already be there when you come through the gate. There is no watching local jump, because they are already there. And they are typically red flashy or at least yellow. So they're gonna know, they're gonna have spotters, and they're gonna know when you're coming through the gate, and they're gonna warp in at the same time that you're appearing. They're gonna land there the same time that you're appearing. Yeah, the red flashy in high sec is after they've shot you. So red flashy means something's gone down. Are there any tanking expendables you can use? There's nothing that's expendable that will improve your base tank that I'm aware of. Most of the boosters and stuff, they are for like adding to armor rep and stuff like that. Agency, will agency add to your base? You can do hard shell, but isn't hard shell, does hard shell actually up your base, or does it up like the rep? And armor, by the way, is what you look at with most freighters. Armor repair, shield booster. Yeah, see, that's armor repair and shield booster. No, you don't have an armor repair and you don't have a shield booster. So yeah, it's just the same thing. What the hell, man? How the hell did that happen? Damn Discord. Keep it muted. And it unmutes itself. Sorry, that was me.
Warp drive active.
You don't use your bowhead much. I do it when I'm transporting fitted ships. So I especially use it real heavy whenever I'm moving to a new area for doing mission running. So I think I have a couple of battleships here I'm picking up, and take them back to Jita. Oh yes, if you're in null, you would use carriers. Or just capitals, because, like, a dread can carry just as much as a carrier. So can a fax. Or, you know.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Right, see what these are here. Oh, I got a bunch of other stuff here too. Oh. Ammo. Drones. Loot. It's 95 million worth. Oh, 125. Wait. Oh, it's only 125. Right. So, got other stuff here too. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. All right, let's look at the ships. We got a Kronos. Okay. Cannot store ship. There's something in it. Probably that. I can't take the tag either. What do you want to bet? Ship. What we got here? A gate key. Okay. Then, as items go, let's see, I've got 2,700 total, and there's more than that in here for sure. That. What's in here that's so heavy? You know what? Cargo space. All right. Package that one. Package one of these. I might come and work on some stuff here again. So I'm not going to take everything out of here. But that's pretty full. Be able to fit much more. Mix it all to the raid.
Warp drive active.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Mix it all. Thank you for the follow.
Warp drive active.
You recently started playing Eve, so much to learn. Yeah, your brain will be on fire for a year, but once you get it, I mean, there's just so much to do in Eve, you'll never run out of stuff to do. So the biggest thing about hauling stuff is don't be too greedy. You don't have to fill your holds and go over value. Just make 2 trips. Or take the right ship for the right job.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
What? I tried a few times in the beginning, didn't work out for me. And then I've been playing pretty consistently for more than 10 years now. Whoa, what is that message? That message one of there's too much shit in your in here? Might have been. Feeling anticipation of one of the Master at Arms boosters. I've got a few of them in here, that's for sure. I don't know where they went. They're in here somewhere. I have a lot of stuff. I have a few of them. I have 160 of them here. I don't think they're going for high enough on the market right now. Nah, they're not. I wait till they're around 120 and I start selling them. So yeah, I have a few of them. It is a lot, yes. Okay, so now got my next ships I'm picking up. I didn't want to pick them up on the way in because it was going to start to get to be too much value in the ship here. I was already at about probably around more than 6 billion. And so
Warp drive active.
I decided that that's probably enough in here. I go higher quite often in a bowhead, but you know, it's a little bit different. Part of it is because of its maneuverability. It has good such maneuverability and everything. And really high EHP, has higher EHP than my freighters. It is considered to be a freighter, but just a different type, specialized. Wonder how much stuff I have in asset safety and low sec? Yeah, it's well over 100 billion worth of stuff. And so part of this whole cleanup is going to be getting that stuff out. I haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do with all the carriers. I have at least 5 carriers that are on the wrong side of the map that are in asset safety or have already been pulled out. And I don't know. I may just put them up for sale or something. But the problem is that the asset safety stations are usually very, very hostile places, and so it can be hard to get something. It can be hard to fly something out of there. So, yeah, I have 4 that I know of that are from when I was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Holy shit. You know how long it's been since I've been in Guardians of the Galaxy? I mean, I don't know, 7 years? Or something like that?
Warp drive active.
So, yeah, I got to figure out what to do with the stuff. Maybe I just, get everything out of asset safety and put them up for fire sales. Get the money out of it, be done with it. Don't even try and take anything out of there. Let some poor fool have it all for 80% of market. Jump it over. Yeah, I've done that before. You guys remember when I took a carrier through a wormhole and then I had to get it back home? Once I got back out to normal space again, then it was another, 70 jumps away or some shit like that? I mean, that was quite the deal. It would be fun to try and get him out of there. The thing is, I don't know if I'd use them. I don't know if I'd use carriers these days. It's easy for me to just buy another one and then fit it the right way. The only reason I'd be going to grab them is for like nostalgia. I mean, they're old. In fact, a couple of them might have turned into faxes. That happened at one point for some of them.
Active.
Titans I would probably move. I don't own any Titans. Maybe I should. I don't know what kind of Titan I'd want. Yeah, so the carriers, some carriers were converted to faxes. I think that they had the triage module fit, or did they do all of them? I don't remember. I'd have to log into my other guys, and they're gonna have to fly out to those spots and see what's there and spend some money. And get stuff out of asset safety.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right, so I'm picking up some ships here that are pretty specialized. These ships. So this is a ship that's the contract command ops. And it's all about running contracts. And this is fit for running contracts. And then I've got contract picker here, which is set up for pretty fast warp. 8 AU. This is pre nullification modules. And then we've got this right here, which I would use. It's really fast to get someplace. It's like a contract shows up and I need to get there really fast. 20 AU is what this flies at. Very fast. So, but we're gonna pick these up and so cannot store ship. What does it have in it? Does it have something in the fleet hangar? Oh, it has another leopard in the fleet hangar. Okay. Yeah, in case I want to stop and do it. What is this? Did it really let me put a... Why does that have a 1 there? Oh, because that's in the ship hangar, not in here. All right, I should be able to put that in now. Okay, and then assemble that ship, and then I can put it in there. Carrier in poach van system. Oh. You know, you can filament them, right? Hmm. Can you filament a carrier into Poachvan? Because if you can, then that's the perfect place for me to take them. Our alliance has pretty good, we have a couple systems that we control pretty well in Poachvan. Can't filament caps. All right. Well then, there you go with that. I've never tried, so yeah, wasn't sure on that.
Warp drive active.
Been to the station? I might. Pretty close. Come on, get to warp already. You're about to bump into the station. Whew. Man, right there, right before I bump. Damn. No. Now a ship can do T2 frigate, Abyss, Alpha friendly. Well, can Alpha fly a T2 frigate? Sure they can. That's my first question. So you'd just be using a frigate that has, like, pirate pit.
Warp drive active.
Something like that. Or faction. Oh, you meant T2 Abyss. Hmm. So, exclamation point, gosh, EWB, and then click on the link there for Eve Workbench, and then go over to their Abyss site. I think that they show what fits or what ships are doing really well. It's like a scorecard thing. I don't use the site really, but I know that's there. Yeah, and it's a pretty popular site. I know it's pretty popular, but I don't know. I should look at it more, especially when I go do some Abyss stuff some more. Which will be a little while before I do Abyss again. I've did a little bit of it lately. All right.
Warp drive active.
Making it back in here. All right, so we're about at the end of the show for today. Was you on YouTube? I have another show for you tomorrow.